Why is hypnotherapy so expensive? This is fake, by the way. I like to look at it. Welcome back to another video. I'm Max Hindle I help entrepreneurs reprogram their life, rewire their minds for happiness, success, abundance, fulfillment, and confidence. You name it, I do it. And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining why hypnotherapy is so expensive, but why you should also consider it as a choice. But before we get started, please subscribe, hit the bell notification button so that you get notified whenever I share a post. And let's get into the video. You may be watching this video because you're struggling with anxiety, maybe smoking, you want to lose weight, you want to be happier, you want to be more confident. You could be on this video for a number of reasons. And that's not really the reason of this video. You want to understand why it costs so much money. Now, my question to you would be, hypnotherapy is much more of a speedy approach to therapy. Hence the word therapy. It's a much more speedy approach than psychotherapy or the talking therapies. Now, I personally do some talking with my hypnosis sessions because I like to dig deeper on the questions and find out where these issues started from and really release them and help people let go of them. But is it really expensive in the grand scheme of things? Now, for an average session, you're looking between £200+ for a good hypnotherapist. And reasons being is you wouldn't put plastic wheels on a Ferrari. You would not put one sheet of plastic as a window for a plane. Why? Safety reasons for one. Because one costs a lot of money, you don't want to ruin it. You're priceless. You are priceless. Never, 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 never diminish yourself and say, I'm going to go for the cheapest option. Because when you go for cheap options, I've done it before, and I know from a place of having no money, the cheap options never comes out as good as you want it to. Now, I understand if you're in a situation where you maybe don't have so much money, but this is where this video can help you and say, rather than worrying about the resources that we currently have, is saying to ourselves, how can we be resourceful? Because at the end of the day, it's not the fact that it costs so much, it's the fact that you don't see the value in the hypnosis or the hypnotherapy. So my question to you is, this issue that you have right now, how long have you been struggling with this issue for? How much pain is this issue causing you? How long are you willing to suffer with this pain? Do you want to stay at this weight? Do you want to stay anxious for the rest of your life? Do you want to continue smoking? Do you want to be fearful? Do you want to be worried? Do you want to be stressed? Because at the end of the day, if we're not healthy, and all of these things, they come back down to health, whether it's mental health, physical health, emotional health. Without our health, everything's irrelevant. Everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Because realistically, I could give you £100 million right now and say, jump out of that helicopter over a sea of sharks with no parachute, and I'll give you 100 million. And when I say sea of sharks, I don't just mean like a couple of sharks, like thousands of sharks. And they're hungry, they haven't eaten in a while. Most people's answers, and I'm sure your answer would be, well, I'm not gonna do that. I want to be alive. So listen to the story that you're telling yourself to say, is this too expensive? Or am I making an excuse because I'm fearful of change? And that is understandable. I promise you, that's understandable. I was in that situation. I always said, and now I spend thousands on coaches, mentors, therapies. I spend thousands, retreats, everything. Because I understand the value in learning from someone who knows what they're talking about. For example, when I first started off on my journey, I had no money. Lost my job, lost all my friends, had no money, was not happy, very depressed, very anxious, still taking drugs. That was what I would spend my money on, the last bit, and I had to stop taking drugs because I physically couldn't afford it. I had to sell my TV, my shoes, anything that I owned other than my phone, I sold. So I had nothing. I literally, and I wrote a course on this, and if you want the course, it's on my website. One of the parts is minimalism, and that's the life lesson that I learned from it, was minimalism. I learned how to not need anything but still be happy. But other than that side note and retracting off the main story, I always said to myself, I'm not going to pay anyone, I'm going to do it myself, that's what I'm going to do. And it took me 4 years of saying that, constantly, 4 years. And I would pay for books, I would pay for courses, so I wasn't paying thousands, I was paying like hundreds there, here and there. And I was saying, I'm going to do it myself, I'm going to learn through these courses. And then all of a sudden I went to a UPW, Tony Robbins UPW, Unleashed Power Within. And I was actually lucky enough to manifest the ticket, and it just literally was given to me, and I was like, whoa, I am speechless. And if you want any information on how to manifest, watch this video up here. It's a very simple manifesting technique. But essentially I came to the conclusion that why should I try this and learn myself, try and heal myself, when people have better answers that can do it like that. And that's exactly what hypnotherapy can do, like that. Reason being is we're not talking about all these issues, we're releasing these issues. Because logically speaking, I don't really need to know why you've got the trauma. All I need to do is help you release the trauma. And trauma is one of the main things I tend to work with, because when you release a trauma, it literally hits a domino effect of things falling out your life. Literally. That anxiety that you had as a child seems to go because you release that trauma. That eating habit goes because you release that trauma. You start to get happy, you start to become more friendly with people. Things like that, things start to shift, and it's not just one aspect of your life. And this is where I'm going to help you change your perspective of it and change it from expensive to valuable. The reason hypnosis is so valuable is because it happens faster. Now, you could spend thousands over a few years of going to therapy, or you could spend thousands going to a program with myself. Now, which one would you prefer to do? Which one makes logical sense? Would you rather spend it over 5-6 years, or do it over 5-6 weeks, maybe? I know what I would personally do, and that's why I work with people, and I will say, even when I'm paying to have people work with, help me, I will say, I just want to get it done as fast as possible. Because logically speaking, going from here, which is where you don't want to be, which let's say is the straight face version, to here, which is the happy, the confident, the fulfilled, the abundant, the healthy, the wealthy, whatever it is. What is the difference? Now, most people would think time. Most people would say 7 years. You could spend 7 years doing your therapy going from here to here. You could spend 7 years. I know if you want to, it's perfectly fine. You could spend 5 years, you could spend 2 years. You could spend a couple of weeks. It's completely down to you. Now, my recommendation would be a couple of weeks, because logically speaking, the next 5-7 years of your life are going to be full of this, rather than spending 5 or 7 years to get here, if that makes sense. So what is really stopping you is just some information. Now, learn that information faster rather than over a longer period of time, if you would like to speed up your process. And if you would like to speed up that process, please feel free to send me a message on Instagram, or go over to my website and schedule a subconscious mind analysis, www.maxhindle.com, and we can speak and we can really get you from here to here very quickly, because I like speed. And no, I'm not talking about the old version of Max who probably would have gone for speed the drug. I'm talking about speed in regards to our healing, our health, our wealth, our happiness, everything. When I came across hypnosis, hypnotherapy, it took me 6 months to do what I did in the past 4 years in regards to attracting more abundance into my life, because I wiped out all my negative subconscious programs to do with wealth. In regards to attracting love into my life, in regards to feeling happy and confident, in regards to creating a business, being confident within myself, being able to charge money, because I used to struggle charging money for this. I used to want to do it for free, but I realised everyone who pays less does not value what they're paying for. They don't. And I even gave my course away for free for a limited time. The reason I stopped giving that away for free was because people don't go through it. They don't. I've been given courses before that cost thousands. I've still not gone through them today. I've spent £500 on a course, and I've gone through that inch to inch, because that's my money that I've spent on that. And we should be allowed to do that. And the reason I like to use hypnotherapy, as I said, it's not really expensive, it's valuable. If you don't see the value in it, don't do it. But if you see the value in yourself being healthier, if you see the value in yourself not struggling and being in so much pain, trauma, hate, guilt, hurt, shame for the rest of your life, then my recommendation would be switch it up, try something new. And stop yourself and prevent yourself from saying it's so expensive, because it's valuable. It's not expensive, it is valuable. If something can shift you, change your life, and make you feel good about yourself, make you feel happy, make you feel fulfilled, make you feel free, make you feel whole, if you don't value that as the most important thing in your life, let's say health, mental health, physical health, emotional health, if you don't value that as the most important thing in your life, then we need to switch some things around. And as I said, if you want to switch those things around, stop seeing it as money. Stop seeing it as money. See it as, how long are you willing to wait? Because we can wait 3 years until you have our first session. We could wait 3 years. Most likely my prices are going up due to demand. But within that 3 years, we can work together if you do want. My recommendation is do it faster, because it's better earlier than later. Because in 2 years' time, you're going to be 2 years older. 5 years' time, you're going to be 5 years older. Are you going to be 5 years older, 2 years older, 10 years older, happier, healthier, wealthier, more confident, more abundant, more free, more purposeful, more fulfilled? Or are you going to be 5, 10, 15 years older, sad, lonely, depressed, anxious, fearful, upset, hateful? Because the choice is yours. And I'm here genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, to help you change your life. I had my life changed by Tony Robbins. He shifted me out of a really dark place, And the fact that I learned this and now help people, it's my purpose. It's my purpose. That's what I'm here to do, and I'm here to help you. So please do not suffer alone. Please do not allow yourself to think that you can do this on your own. We can't do it on our own. We need that support. We need that guidance. I need that guidance now. I'm not perfect. I have flaws. I live from ego sometimes. And even though sometimes I joke around about it, that I am the best, I am amazing, I don't think I'm better than you, but I will react. I won't act in the best way. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We are perfectly imperfect at the end of the day. And my goal for you is to help you release that trauma, that fear, that worry, that stress, and allow you to live happy, fulfilled, confident, abundant. So my question to you is, when should we get started? No, but all seriousness, if you do truly want help reprogramming your subconscious mind, please do send me a message, or head over to my website, www.maxhindle.com, and schedule a subconscious mind analysis. We can chat, we can see where you're at, and we can see where you want to be, and then we can bridge that gap. So please feel free to subscribe, share this channel, share with your friends, and don't forget to hit the bell notification button so that you get my posts whenever, or you get notified whenever I post. And also, sharing this video is going to help create this community of happy and fulfilled people, and you're one of them, and we're spreading that love, we're spreading that message. And don't forget, if you do truly want to be on the end of my video saying so much love, kindness and positivity, hey, send me a message or just send me the video, I don't really care, but I'll be happy to put you in, because I want to show my appreciation for you guys. But other than that, have an amazing day, keep spreading love, kindness and so much positivity.